By the dusty roadside, under the blazing sun, sat a poor woman with a small tray of roasted groundnuts on top of a wooden bench. Her clothes were worn, her slippers torn, but her spirit was gentle. Day after day, she sold groundnuts to survive, yet she never complained. One afternoon, a convoy of shining cars screeched to a halt by her spot. Out stepped a wealthy man, surrounded by stern-looking security men. He walked straight to a tray and bought groundnuts. When he brought out money to pay, the woman gently pushed his hand back and said, "No, sir, don't bother yourself. Keep your money." The rich man was shocked. All his life, he had never seen a poor woman wretched and struggling reject payment. He left, puzzled. At home that night, he ate the groundnuts with joy. Somehow, they tasted different, richer, warmer, full of heart. The next day, he stopped by again. Surely, he thought, she would remind him of yesterday's payment and ask for both. But again, when he stretched out his money, she refused. "Don't worry, sir," she said with a smile. "I am just happy you choose my groundnuts. When there are so many big shops and malls on this road, it gives me joy that a man like you can eat something I prepared with my hands." The rich man drove off, his heart unsettled. Why would a poor woman be so content to give freely? One evening, he came prepared, with bundles of money in his pocket. After buying groundnuts, he tried to pay her and even dash her a large amount. But she smiled again and said, "Sir, your cars could pass me by, your eyes could ignore me, yet you stop here. That alone is enough to make me grateful. Each time you buy from me, you make me feel that what I do matters. That is wealth to me." The rich man was moved beyond words. But one stormy night, heavy rain fell. The woman's zinc roof was blown away. Flood rushed into a tiny house, soaking her clothes, bed, and even the bags of groundnuts she had stored. With nothing left, she fell ill, too weak to return to her sailing spot. Days passed. The rich man drove by and didn't see her. Once, twice, 3 times. Still, no sign of the woman. He grew restless, sleepless. Something tugged at his heart. He began asking around, searching. Most people shook their heads. They didn't know where she lived. Until one day, a little boy offered to take him. When the man arrived, what he saw broke his heart. The poor groundnut seller, lying sick in a broken, roofless home. Rain and sun had beaten her till she could barely sit up. The rich man was moved to tears. Without hesitation, he carried her to safety. He built her a brand new house, furnished it with new things, and opened a store full of goods for her. He placed a huge sum of money in her hands and promised to care for her like family. From that day, the groundnut seller's story changed. She was no longer the poor woman by the roadside. She became a wealthy woman, respected and celebrated. But whenever she spoke of her journey, she always ended with the same words: "I am grateful, not because of the wealth, but because God remembered me." Through a man who once stopped just to buy groundnuts,